A new convert to Islam is shaken to his core when he learns this about the Prophet Muhammad.
You've been in Islam for a few months. Have you heard of his marriage with Aisha?
I heard about that.
Do you believe it?
I don't believe that. I don't believe he's capable of that. This might start a whole warfare against my own community of Muslims, but I'm not cool with Aisha. I feel like all she did was live her life to taint his character. I think she was jealous. I think she was on some other stuff. Like I think there was you see, like in the Qur'an, it says not to make sex out of your religion, but yet they had made plenty sex, just like it happened with Judaism and Christianity. So you got Sunnis, you got Sufis, you got Salafi, whatever, the Shia and all that. And I don't, honestly, I try to stay away from the mainstream religions altogether. Like, what to me is true is whatever is universal truth. Like, there's certain things that I just can't believe, like, even if it came from the sources, even like, you just pulled up that hadith, I feel like there could have been some ill intent somewhere down the line from one of them people.
This is my thing with you, brother, because I hear what you're saying. What I'm going to do is this: what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the authentic hadith. I'm going to show you straight from Sahih Bukhari about the Aisha thing. And then I'm going to just show you from the Quran, what the Quran teaches. Because it sounds like, the hadith stuff is iffy and maybe you won't believe it, but you believe the Quran. So I'm going to show you the same stuff from the Quran. No different. All right. Let me show you Aisha first so that you can say, so that you know that you've seen it for yourself. You're not going to walk away from the stream not knowing about this anymore. You're going to be, I'm here to give you what I got. I'm going to give you information, you know what I'm saying? And I pray that, God guides you and, leads you to wisdom to make the right decision. This is Sahih Bukhari, bro. The top hadith, right? Top hadith book. Okay, here it is. So this is Sahih Bukhari 5133. It says, narrated Aisha, that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. And then she remained with him for 9 years.
Define consummated. I mean, I could look it up too. But
Consummate means that you complete the marriage with sexual intercourse. So you have sexual intercourse to seal your marriage. It makes it complete. So basically, a marriage contract was wrote up when she was 6 years old. So he married her when she was 6 and then slept with her when she was 9. And by the way, it's not just in this. Sahih Bukhari records this multiple times. This is 5133. Here's the next one. Sahih Bukhari 5158, same thing, right? The Prophet wrote the marriage contract with Aisha while she was 6 years old and consummated his marriage with her while she was 9 years old. All of them say the same thing. Every hadith you're going to bring up, they all say that. Now they'll switch on the age when the marriage contract was written. Most say 6. You get a few that might say 7, but every single one of them say the same thing about him sleeping with her when she was 9. Here's Sunan Abu Dawud Sahih. It says, the Messenger of Allah married me when I was 7 years old. The narrator Solomon said, or 6. He had intercourse with me when I was 9 years old.
Now, when they calculating this age, right? Like, are they using was there an Islamic calendar before Islam? Like, because they sure wasn't using the Gregorian calendar.
Brother, they human beings were able to track their age before regular calendars were put out, bro. People know when a year goes by. People know when days and weeks or months go by, celebrations, so on and so forth. It's like they know their own age, man.
This thing, right? That's tough, man. I got a daughter.
So if somebody were to do this with your daughter, I know that you'll break their jaw. You'll probably kill them.
No,
I would.
I would be non-existent, but so would the other person. God forgive me. But look, this the thing though. I can't believe he had it in him to do something. I feel like that's just.
It's only because you don't know him.
1,400 years of people just throwing dirt on him and trying to assassinate his character.
This is Islam, man. These aren't non-Muslims trying to mischaracterize Muhammad. But this is who he is according to the most authentic sources of Islam.
There's a difference between me and other Muslim brothers, though. It's that I know there's other brothers and it's gonna whatever it is, but I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna speak what I believe on. Yep. And like everybody think their religion is perfect and it's that one way to get to heaven, and Honestly, I feel like everything mainstream had been made to control people, to control the population, mind control, whatever. And I don't think there's nothing perfect out there, you know, and there's going to be Muslims out there saying that Islam is perfect, but I'm not that brother to say that Islam is perfect. I feel like there was a point where it was in its perfection. Whoever wanted to be in power, wanted to possess power, did what they had to do, even if it had to be that Aisha had to speak bad about her own husband or the whole situation with Ali. I disagree with that. I don't like what happened right there. I feel like there was turmoil within Islam at one point.
There was. The point is, Yusuf, is that there's no way around this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, run into a dark cave and act like this doesn't exist. This is what Islam is. And you just didn't know that. You joined a religion that you did not know, bro. And you're trusting in a man, Muhammad, who you do not know about. You don't know him.
But based off his character, though, I also don't know personally Jesus Christ.
I know.
Peace be upon him. I also don't know personally King David or Solomon, peace be upon them all. But judging
because you haven't read their works.
I would also like to say, like, forgive me, right? But like, to interrupt you or whatever, but like, going into the Bible, I never agreed with that whole situation where Lot's daughters got him drunk and he slept with his daughters. To me,
Yusuf, nobody agrees with that. What they did was sinful. You see how we can condemn such actions, but can you as a Muslim condemn Muhammad when he does something evil, like what Lot's daughters did? We condemn Lot's daughters. Can you condemn Muhammad?
I could condemn it. Yes, I can.
Now let me show you what the Quran says, man. Because the Quran says that you can't disagree with Muhammad and be a true believer with anything that he does or says. You can't disagree with him. You have to affirm everything that he has ever done and said with no resistance, or else you're not a real believer.
This is the thing, brother, though. Like, I don't want to be caught in that trap where I may be denying the last messenger, just like people deny, the Jews deny Christ.
No, dude. Oh, my goodness. This is why it's important for you to get to know Jesus. Because if you would have known Jesus, Muhammad would have been the most obvious false prophet to you, and you would have no fear in missing this guy because he's a false prophet. Jesus literally says, you know them by their fruits. A lot of them are going to come out, try to claim that they're in line with me, meaning Jesus, that they're teaching the same thing, false doctrine, claiming to be prophets. Do not believe them. That's what Jesus says. And so we see when Muhammad is sleeping with little girls, while claiming that God allows him to do these things, this is an obvious false prophet, bro. Don't be duped.
I don't like that.
Good. You've audibly said, you know what? I don't agree with that. That's wrong. You know, this right here, I don't think that's wrong. This can't be true. This has to be changed or altered in some way because this can't be it. What I'm positing to you, bro, is that you need to accept Islam for what it is and do not turn a blind eye from the source material. You'll get the truth of Islam here. Get the sources, look that over, and I pray that, that God reveals himself to you and guides you, man, on this journey.
I appreciate you for the time. Thank you, brother.
Of course, man. Come back anytime if you have any other questions or something like that, all right?
Absolutely.
All right, peace.
This man finds himself in a difficult place. He's been sold this ideal version of Muhammad and Islam. Muhammad being this outstanding moral character who does no wrong, and Islam being absolutely true and of a high moral standard. So when he is confronted with the truth from Islam's own sources, the Quran verses showing Muhammad marrying Aisha when she was 6 and sleeping with her when she was 9, and likewise in the commentaries, he is so shocked and disgusted, his mind has to say that these verses must have been made up or corrupted in some way. This young man has joined a religion that he himself didn't understand. He no longer trusts the Islamic sources. He believes the Quran must have been corrupted in some way, that people have altered narrations and hadiths to make Muhammad look bad. But he is still finding it difficult to completely reject and walk away from this lie he has been sold. In the Bible, even in the Quran, you do not have these moral issues with Jesus. For those of you who have these doubts, leave Islam and come back to Jesus.
It is happening. It is happening continuously. It is going to become an avalanche.